All right, great. So freeconferencecall.com is the secret of, it's a huge secret. You can just call, free conference call is totally free. You can create an outline, and this afternoon you could talk through your outline, create an audio product, and the MP3 file will be emailed to you in a few hours. You can burn that as a CD, and you have an audio product right there. Yes.
Is there a cost for these things?
No.
These are free?
Yeah, most of these sites, everything I'm talking about is either free or nearly free. Okay, but yeah, free conference call, totally free. Okay? Audible.com, all of you guys who have books, you can add a zero to your products by talking your book into audible.com and creating a audio book that somebody could pop in the car. Audible.com. They are an audio book production company.
That's free too?
Yeah. Okay.
Is it free?
Huh?
Is it free?
Audible is free for the software. I don't know what it costs if you're producing something in there. But you can get it. If you want to sell something on their site, it costs you money. Okay? Okay. How many people do videos and webinars? Okay, awesome. All right. Skype is becoming a full-on webinar-capable organization. So a lot of us use Skype just to coach our clients face-to-face or have meetings, but for a very nominal fee, because Skype is free, but for, I believe it's $15 a month, you can do full webinars on Skype, which is a lot cheaper than any of the other sites. Howcast. If you consider yourself sort of not very savvy, Howcast is it's the dummies, the books for dummies kind of concept. Howcast is a website that will show you simply how to do things. Okay, so if you want to know how to do something, Howcast. Now, if you want to teach people how, you use Jing Project to create your screen capture video. And Jing Project is it's a free site, and it will allow you to take photographs, and it will allow you to do up to 10-minute screen capture videos on your computer, and then that automatically upload to YouTube. Okay, so Jing Project, wonderful for you to know about. And if you've created something on Jing Project, you can post it on Howcast, and then people will consider you an expert, and they'll be able to see your videos. Okay. Get hired. How many people have actually gotten hired with Odesk or Elance? All right. You can put your services on Odesk and Elance, and people will be able to bid for hiring you for whatever you do. So a lot of stuff is like if you do websites, if you do, there's just a lot of different things. If you want to create PowerPoint presentations, anything like that, you want to throw those services up on those two sites, you can get hired. Okay, there are two tools that I want speakers and trainers to know about. Prezi.com. How many people know about Prezi? Prezi will blow PowerPoint out of the box. What it does is it creates this zoom in, zoom out effect. You could have a picture of a kid. And say, oh, our services are for kids. You can zoom into her eyeball, and then it will show you the next screen. So it looks really, really high tech, but it is absolutely the simplest thing you've ever tried. So Prezi.com, check it out. And the second thing is Slide Rocket. If anybody, have you used Slide Rocket?
Recently.
Yes, it's very simple, and it will you'll make a movie. It turns you can animate with it. You can create things that actually flow like a movie. It's an awesome presentation. You can create it for your own websites. Very simple. Okay. Selling your stuff. Most people know about PayPal, shopping cart. You might not know that one free cart is actually free. Yes?
No, I said you 5.
Oh, okay. One free cart is actually free. Okay, so know, I don't know how they do it or why they do it, but they don't take any percentages off on your actual transactions. Okay, if you want a membership site, Ning and Meetup is the face-to-face website. So Meetup will create a membership site for you, but everybody that joins your membership expects to physically meet up. And I had a Meetup site for the Redwood Sisterhood, and it was unbelievable how many people find you with that site. They're all over the country. You can meet about horseback riding. You can meet about your business topic. It used to be free. Now it's about $35 a year to create a Meetup site. For retreats and seminars, I hope most people know about LinkedIn and that you can create a LinkedIn or Facebook event. Eventbrite for registration, and Kayak takes every travel site and it sorts all the data for every airline and every site, and it'll tell you what everybody's prices are in one place. So that's a good time saver. All right. Around the world and websites. Does anyone have any questions about anything on here that I didn't mention that you don't know what it is, or can we also have people share what those are?
I was
Yes.
just going to say, I didn't know if you knew, like I use freeconferencecall.com a lot because I have consultants all over the country. So you can also do like free conference calls, so everybody just calls in.
Right, yeah, free conference call can be used for free conference calls too.
Right.
Exactly, right. Yep. So, yes,
Can you suggest a good site for trying to hire someone to work for your company? Freelance.
like, well,
I need to hire someone to work for my marketing company. Do you have any good websites?
I would look at Elance or Odesk to see who's out there already. If anybody has another recommendation, let me know. That's where I would start. Yeah. Any other questions? Any sites on here I didn't mention? Yeah.
Another one I've used is Dropbox.com.
Ah, good one.
And that, we managed my book launch, my assistant and I, and our partners too. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
come up here a second and share what Dropbox does.
Dropbox is a site where you and partners, it's probably similar to the other one, you can develop a spreadsheet where everybody adds to it and it gets saved, and you actually get a little notification when someone puts something new into it, so that you know if you have a new partner that came in, you have all their contact information. And it
So it's
doesn't
a
cost
project
anything. It's a project management system. Yeah.
Right, good, okay. And what do we have up there? I can't see it.
Patty, I misunderstood. I put our websites up there. They're not the same thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just scratch those.
Yes.
Another real
Go
good
ahead.
one is audioacrobat.com.
Yes.
If you're a coach, one of the things I do is sometimes I record the sessions and then I send them to my client afterwards because they're reinforcement, like a meditation or
Right.
and so that's like $19.95 a month. But it's a good backup for your conference calls too. I'll
Right.
often use both.
Well, and
Audioacrobat.com.
Audio Acrobat's quality is a little higher
Much
than
better.
free conference call,
And
yeah.
you can also put videos on Audio Acrobat, and it's a hosting place, so that if you need, it's much easier to share things when it's hosted rather than sending big files. So that's why you'd want Audio Acrobat.
Good. Okay, any other questions? Anybody have any other websites that have changed your life? I know that Lisa, you had a publisher,
Yeah, I've been using Outskirts.
Outskirts, that's a print-on-demand
That's
publisher?
print on demand, correct, yeah. They're a hybrid in that they're related to Ingram, so they'll do some marketing, but for the most part, it's self-publishing, and so I keep 100% of the rights to everything.
Very good, very good,
Outskirts?
yes.
Outskirts.
Can you touch a little bit more on the Google Plus? Because you
Sure.
said it's going to be even bigger than Facebook.
Yes,
What-
that's the prediction, it's gonna be bigger than Facebook. It feels very similar when you're inside the Google Plus experience. It feels not like the new Facebook, but the old one, where you've got,
So you have
your feed in the center and all that stuff. It feels very much, very similar. You're gonna do your postings the same way, except for every time you do a status update, you're asked, who do you want this to go to? All my circles, only this group, only that group. And then when people show up, they show up as going, so-and-so has just invited you or wanted to join your circle, and then you say, okay, Betsy's a colleague, I'd like to put her under colleague and friend. You can put somebody in multiple circles depending on how they work, and but other than that, it's very similar. It's very, very similar.
So is it, does somebody have to accept you? Like
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes, you have to be invited, and they have to accept you. So yes, you can't automatically just connect with people. It has to be based on, oh, and that reminds me, Facebook's got branch out.
Yeah.
How many of you are seeing how quickly that's
Yeah,
showing up
I
for
was
job
gonna mention
connections?
branch out.
Yeah,
What branch out does is, it starts with Facebook. And what it allows you to do is, I have colleagues from all over the country that do different businesses, so they invite you to branch out. And it's more of a marketing of your business, but it allows you to find other people that do what you do on a colleague basis. I
it's also
like-
good for jobs. Some
Yes, it's
people-
also great for jobs. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
do you
it's
talk
huge.
about apps at all for phones?
No, I
have, like,
knew
so-
someone was gonna ask me about apps for phones, and I don't. All I know, here's what I know, as important as it is, it used to be that people had 15 seconds to look at your website and just decide whether it was worth sticking around. With the onset of phones, you're needing to reformat your websites for phones, and you have 7 seconds now. So you really do need to have that figured out, but the app thing is a completely different question, yes.
Well, there's one app that I just came across. It's called World Card Mobile, and it works very well. What it allows you to do is, if you do have an iPhone, you take a picture of someone's business card. It puts it automatically into your contacts. And the beauty for me is then, if I take a picture of the business card, if it's a business contact, then I can just email it to myself at work, and it just automatically goes into my contacts.
That's so cool,
I
okay.
actually have a better one that links to LinkedIn, so because I just discovered it through a friend, and you
All right.
can connect through LinkedIn, it's amazing.
That's the stuff that we should put up there, please.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm getting the get this over with message. I'd just like to thank all of you for your time and attention, and it was super fun.
You rocked.
Okay, yeah.